All right. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday evening. Oh my god, music to my ears. This is the simple things in life, man. I'm able to hear my own voice through my headphones, and that alone makes me feel great. We're off to a good start. Let's forget about the last couple of streams I did. They were basically technical testing streams. The one I did a few hours ago, that was literally just 5 minutes of me talking to myself. And the one last night, I have to give big thanks to Skinny Savior for hanging out with me for like 45 minutes as I noodled around with my OBS, my Wavelink, Windows update settings, like pretty much everything under the sun you could imagine. Yeah, so the quick backstory on this whole thing is that on Wednesday, right after work, I noticed that my Windows 10 had installed a bunch of updates for me and they needed a restart. So like a good little boy, I restarted and I went about my merry way, went to have dinner. And hey, yo Derek, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Yes, mic is working. Yes, that is the weird thing, my friend. So yeah, I installed the updates, I restarted my computer, and then I went to get on with my life on Wednesday night, and then I came back to do my Mortal Kombat stream. And as soon as I got on air, I noticed I couldn't hear myself through the headphones, yet everyone on stream could hear me just fine. They could hear all of the game audio perfectly fine. And then as I started to play the story mode in MK, I noticed right away that I couldn't hear any of the dialogue. Actually, the dialogue, the voices from the characters seemed like they're coming from like 100 miles away. Very, very faint, yet it was completely normal to the audience. So I was like, huh. And so began a couple days of, well, at least a day, let's say. Yeah, all of yesterday of just like troubleshooting because it got worse. So I ended up just uninstalling a bunch of Windows 10 updates. I'm not out of the woods yet because good old Windows, you uninstall updates, it kind of rolls right back and you're trying to update again. So it kind of tries to just go back into the log. It's like, oh yeah, here's a new update that you need to install. That's the one I uninstalled. I don't want it back yet. So I have to probably reinstall it, see how things go, and if it's still bad, I'll uninstall it and I'll put a pause on the their little update timer. I'll be like, okay, no updates for a month. Just leave me alone for a month, and then we'll see how it goes. Hey, Serpent Slayer, welcome in. My fellow Spectre. How are you tonight? I see I inspired you to stream Mass Effect. Yes, you did, Serpent. Without you, I wouldn't have even discovered this game, to be quite honest. A wild serpent, indeed. Derek, how's your night? Or how's your Friday? I know that you had a shorter work week. I believe a 3-dayer, right? Starting from Wednesday. So that alone, I think, set you off on a pretty good head start for going into the weekend, right? But how's your Friday been, and how's life been? What do you got planned for the weekend? Tell us all. Dude, work was insanity. Today I had 16 deliverables to deliver by end of day. It was nuts. Weekend will be more work. Oh, shiza. My goodness. Well, RIP, RIP. I'm sorry to hear that. I myself will probably be checking in to do a bit of work myself, but probably not to the same extent that you have. Our new boss kind of very last minute asked us to update, like a PowerPoint, or we have a Monday team meeting, and then we always have this PowerPoint that gets updated. We kind of wait for his go to kick that off, because he sets up the PowerPoint for all the different teams. But he's kind of new at the job still, and he's busy. So oftentimes he'll just like be like, "Hey," it's like 3:30 p.m. on a Friday. "Hey guys, can you Google Slides?" I mean, I just say PowerPoint as like a shorthand for any sort of slide style presentation. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, Google Slides. So yeah, who uses PowerPoint anymore? Come on now. What is this? 2010? No one misses those PPT files. No sir. 2002. That harkens back to 2002 for you, huh? Yeah. So yeah, hitting us up at like 3:30 p.m. to update slides is not cool, and we've given some feedback about that. And so I've got some extra slides update because my partner's out for all of next week, and there's this. I don't know. I'm not a good Google Slides guy, so there's like this table. There's like a multiple column table with like this funky formatting that I'm trying to edit, and it just ate up so much time. And I was trying to like get back to actually testing my sound for my stream tonight. So I was like, okay, I'll just have to update my slides over the weekend. Anyway, work chat. Good old work chat. Hello, Skatepunk. Welcome in. Good to see you. I missed you. Hey, how's it going? Hey, it's going great. Things are going snazzy. My sound issues are behind me for now. And yeah, we're gonna be playing more Mass Effect tonight. More Mass Effect. Let's go. Serpent Slayer WTF is like, Serpent Slayer is everywhere. You think you're shaking him? You're trying to like go into another room and Twitch, and Serpent Slayer is just waiting for you in the next room, ready to pounce. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of housekeeping to do. I feel like I'm a late night talk show host sometimes, doing these bits in the beginning where it's like, okay, I gotta do my little like 2 or 3 minute routine. I gotta talk about what's happening at the White House. Gotta talk about the latest celebrity news. But I got nothing. Just want to give thanks to everyone who's been in the streams the last little while. You're all great. Love you all. I can't even tell who the latest follow was. I don't have that screen in front of me. Oh, wait a sec. I have Stream Manager. Oh yeah, I already shouted out this new follower. Lovable Dilla. Yes, sis. Thank you very much. And thanks to Clinical Ghost for resubbing for 4 months on the last stream. God bless. I got some action going with Liara in Mass Effect today. Nice. Liara, you beat me to it. Speaking of which, let's get on with the show, shall we? Here's the moment of truth, guys. The game. I am heading off to an actual story mission tonight. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Okay. I'm hearing sounds. I'm hearing sound effects. Novaria. That's right. So, Pharos is done. I know, Serpent Slayer, that you have to do Pharos still. Sound is perfecto. Oh, mwah. Good to hear. Someone get the perfection meme. Post it. Done. Okay. Yeah, Pharos is done. That's pretty cool. Spent like way too much time there. Hopefully I can finish Novaria a little bit quicker. What we got here? Oh shit, Skinny Savior dropping bombs as soon as he comes in. Thank you very much for the sub there. Good sir. You are as gentlemanly as you are generous and handsome. I did the Asteroid DLC mission today, and I don't know if I made the right choice at the end. There are no right and wrong choices, Serpent. It's all about being how much of a goody two-shoes do you want to be versus how much of a badass you want to be, right? And maybe a little bit in between. Kicks the door and subs is like, yeah. Indeed. What an entrance. What an entrance. Now let's get our asses over to Novaria. We got some, Oh, we're already here. Look at that. I think, yeah, I came here with Skinny last night. Last night on our little short test stream. So yes, we're already here, guys. We're already here. Perfect. You may ask, why are we at this planet? Well, I'll tell you. Geth interest. Head to Novaria to investigate reports of Geth on the world. And who are the Geth? Everyone except Serpent. Answer me, please. Class, do you remember who the Geth are? I also have done all my bonding with all my crewmates after the last main story mission. Unfortunately, that was not on stream. I did that off stream. Oh shit. I did that off stream. But yeah, I put up some brownie points with Liara, kind of sweet talked her a bit, and I just talked to everyone else. I think I had to let Ashley down gently, slightly. I just kind of gave her the cold shoulder, not to, send any mixed signals. So, and I did some outfitting. So I think we're just ready to leave. Leave the airlock. I wanted to do a Paragon playthrough, so welp. Well, I think you're still overwhelmingly Paragon on your playthrough, from what I could tell, Serpent, so no worries there. Yo, Big Mac deserves a sub getting that stream working. Oh, thank you very much, Skinny. I could not have done it without your moral support. Honestly, I was like feeling so down for well, at least a few hours. It's like, oh gee, Max feeling down for a few hours. This is on PC. Yes, this is on PC, Serpent. The cool boys. How's everybody doing? We're doing great, Skinny. Real good. Doing good now. How's your Friday going? My team for this mission, I feel like if I go Liara and Tally, I've got all the tools I need. But it's so fun having Rex as my tank. I'm gonna take Rex. I've got enough tech skills now to sort of shore up the fact that Tally's not on the team. So it should be fine. Correct.
Equalizing interior pressure
Correct
with
the
exterior
destroyer.
atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Honestly, I had a great first half of the day, then pretty bad second half. Oh, shoot. Sorry to hear that, Skinny. Well, I hope things are bouncing back now, near the end of day. Novaria time, you got that right, Serpent. Let's go. Alright. I think Novaria is plagued by greedy corporate interests, just like Pharos is, but in a different way. I'm gonna do a quick savey save, just to start things off. We'll pick an older one and then work our way back up. Nice. I'm supposed to get into a conflict with some... Oh, there we go. Here we go.
That's far enough.
Oh, I can hear the dialogue. Thank the stars. The simple things in life. Drama and had to end my evening stream early because I was feeling sick. I think I got food poisoning. Oh, yeah. I noticed you were streaming, Skinny. I was using my TV to lurk on you while I cleaned up after dinner, and then I wanted to hop in the chat when I noticed the stream had frozen on my TV, and that's like the telltale sign that I thought maybe you had raided somebody, and then that was it. So I was like, just missed you. Yeah, but we had a great morning stream and we'll make it up tomorrow. Is this a Renegade playthrough? Indeed it is, Serpent. I would say it's like 95% Renegade. I've done some Paragon-y stuff. Like, how I'm playing myself is like, I'm gonna be pretty good to my teammates. I'm gonna be a good guy with my team. But to anyone else, I'll be a complete asshole too. Just...
I'm on important
Here
business.
we go.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
And you are?
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
Haha, I'm a goddamn Spectre.
All you need to know is I have more credentials than you.
They plan to be trouble, ma'am.
I can't let you enter the port area without confirmation of your identity. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Yeah, you touch me, it'll be the last thing you do today, Missy. Liara, pull your gun. What are you doing? Liara's just giving them the stare down. Like, okay, the boys have got this. I don't need to pull my weapon. I'm keeping my gun.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock!
We're authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your
These
weapons.
guys have a death wish.
1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Cannot wait to kill you guys later. Oh, spoiler warning. Yeah, spoiler warning. All these MFers are gonna die later. Most likely.
Get out of here.
Yep.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Arasini-san. Nice place, though. Pretty extravagant for a off-world corporate building. She don't need no weapon, that's right. Yeah, man, lit. I was gonna make it up, I swear, then I get to see the dialogue options I missed. I felt so bad about that. Morning stream was still fun. So bummed about that fish. Oh. Yeah, your morning stream was a hell of a lot of fun, Skinny. Great vibes in there. It was like the perfect thing for me to be doing along with having breakfast. Oh damn.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Someone pissed in your security chief's coffee today?
She takes her job seriously. She is a valuable asset to the company. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Orientation. I'm so intimidated by Liara, right? Your shipper looks sick, man. Oh, thank you, Skate Punk. I didn't put in as much time as I maybe would have liked, but yeah, it was like 20 to 25 minutes of just dicking around and found something that was like decently good. I'm satisfied with it. Oh man, thanks. You're too kind. Thank you. Yay, yeah, no problem, Skinny. Thanks for the stream this morning, right? I think there was a hangar or something in this level. Yeah, there's a big level, actually. There's lots of places to go.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
Is this privacy intended to hide illegal research?
This planet is beyond the jurisdiction of the Citadel. The law is what the executive board says it is.
Oh,
Do you know
I'm a
how
Spectre, though.
valuable this
I am the
planet
law.
is? How many advances in genetics and artificial intelligence got their start here?
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
I don't know if I should talk about Liara's bomb like that. I'll just go middle of the road on this one.
Passed through? Where is she now?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Good. Give us directions and we'll be on our way.
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Oh yeah, there's quite a lot of red tape in this level. Kinda sucks.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
I gotta be sweet on Liara, so... yeah.
No, I don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
I have an agenda for being nice. No, just kidding. That's so bad. Hangar, aka the... oh, Hanar! Pardon me, yes, Hanar. The jellyfish-looking Saka. Yeah. He's in the, well, they're all merchants, pretty much, in this game. So, yeah, I'm gonna meet him in the main concourse.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety, and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
I get something kind of important from the Hanar, too. He's not just a random side character.
The managers warned us about you.
There he is. Go talk to him. This one has exceeded its tolerance regarding these female progenitor copulating thresher moths on the female progenitor copulating stratospheric craft. Holy shit, did you just make that up, Skate Punk? That's like fan fiction. Straight up. That's exactly how they talk, right?
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease.
I gotta maybe close the
If an
window.
arrangement could be made, it would compensate you.
Skunk.
This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
Oh, I have to do a little job for him.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
Pretty pricey stuff, but I am sitting on a wad of cash, actually. Kinetic coils, just straight damage, boost, and stability. Kinetic exoskeleton 8. Oh, nice. Oh, I can't do a comparison. I thought I had this equipped. Do I not? Exoskeleton 8. What do I have equipped? I only have 7. I can just buy it for myself. I got the money.
Has the other reconsidered?
Maybe later.
Of course. This one apologizes.
Yeah, I think that's all I'll get. I just feel like spending some money. Otherwise, I'll just keep hoarding cash for no reason. He's only got one copy of it too. Fine. There we go. I wonder if I can give Liara. I wonder if she already has a good one. Oh, she has 7 equipped. Okay. Also has another slot. Good for her. I don't have a second slot on my armor. Give her this energized weave. And they only got 1 slot. Lucky her. You'll need it. All right. What do y'all have planned for the weekend? More gaming, watch some movies, hang out at the beach. Leave the guys in here. Administrator. There we go. Oh no, this is Gianna Parasini again.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr.
Oh, okay.
Annaleus.
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Where is his office? Oh. What do you have planned for the weekend, Mac? For myself, I'm hitting up Costco tomorrow. I know, exciting stuff.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
Normally my wife does the Costco runs during the week, but we've got some extra stuff to buy. I have some personal things I want to get. I believe they're desk mats for like computer chairs, those plastic mats. They have them on sale now. The one I have now is like just getting wrecked. It's already like cracked in several places, so time to replace that one. And some other stuff too, like food, some sneakers. Get some cheap gas, and then later on we're gonna bathe our dog, so that means cleaning up the house again. Yeah, but really, Sunday's gonna be pretty chill.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Ooh, I can out the Hanar for asking me to smuggle. I'm not gonna do that because I'm more renegade-y.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at peak 15.
Let's get the Costco fries and hot dog. Oh, I love their fries. You know, I wasn't planning to get fries, but you just planted the seed. I think that needed to get planted. I was gonna look for their rotisserie chicken, not the one that's already hot, but the one that's cooked but cooled down. That's like $5 or $6. It's ridiculous. It's like the best deal. Yeah, you get the one that's at room temperature, but it's cooked, and you can eat that thing for like 2 or 3 meals. It's crazy. Korag, you went there today, got plenty of water and gas. Nice. Water and gas, like very survivalist, almost. just the just the bare essentials. Because oh yeah, also like a 60-inch flat screen TV. Oh, none of that.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
All right.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Shepard, I am sure that there are other people here who could help us.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Oh, you're a cheap interview still. I'm good.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Interesting.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Oh, that's it, eh? All right.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
I just blow your brains up. Damn it. Let me get.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan.
Tell me more.
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
I can bludgeon pretty hard.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
Why are we whispering?
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes
used
built
my
into the
normal tone of
mountains.
voice.
Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
Tell me about the companies that work on Novaria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
I recognize these names.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Organic baseline. Alright. Enough.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Yeah, I know you're gonna be working extra this weekend, Derek, but in between work, everyone's gotta take breaks. Do you plan to do something? Sneak in a bit of fun?
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
I wonder if I could just take the smuggling job, bro. Okay.
Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
All right, I'll help.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel.
Oh.
All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Anolaeus. That one would levy fees.
Fees.
Is there anything else this one might help you with?
Nope. You just better pay me well for
I'm just
doing,
browsing right now.
for
This
doing
one
the
awaits your
fetchiest of
return.
fetch quests for you. My goodness. Well, let's just get this one over with then. Back to the Normandy to get his package. It's like, if you could have it delivered to my ship, why don't you just... Yeah, it's because of the smuggling aspect of it, but I'm so silly. Leaving already? No, I just forgot something at my ship. Got my keys. Be right back. Well, they want me to leave so bad. Got a little smuggle. A little smuggle action. Go. Good. Kill you later. Greg, do you remember your first RPG? Oh my goodness. Huh. Yeah, I used to play a ton of games on my older cousin's Apple IIc. What would happen is, like, every so often, like on a Friday night, my mom would head over to my aunt's place and we'd play some mahjong. They'd get a table mahjong going, and I would just go out to my cousin's room, and he, you know, with his permission, I had kind of free reign of his computer, and so I would just play all the games he had pirated to his Apple. And I believe Bard's Tale was probably one of the first RPGs I played. Oh, let me talk to Leopold here.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
But of the RPGs that I really spent a lot of time playing and actually finishing, that would be Dragon Warrior on the NES. Yeah. Great games, man. I can lie to him, but I don't get paid. Actually, I've never actually lied to him.
I'm just browsing right now.
Save's coming.
This one awaits your return.
I've never actually lied to him because
Greetings,
I always wanted to get
Spectre.
paid.
Have you brought the package?
I've been busy. I'll pick it up later.
This one implores the Spectre for haste. The customer is quick-tempered.
Oh, okay, so I can just stall him.
I'll be back later then.
But then
This
the next time
one
I talk to
awaits
him, I
your
can just say I
return.
have it, right? Oh, that's kind of lame.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
You see, I thought I'd never given the package. I just open it up and see what kind of stuff is in there, and then I can, you know, maybe it's like some contraband that I can use, right? But that's kind of lame. Or I can say I'm keeping it. Let me try that.
Change of plans. I've decided to keep it myself.
You cannot do that. Inamorda will be furious with this one. This one wants the other to leave now.
Oh, what? It's just shredder rounds?
What if Inamorda saw this one speaking to you?
Sulking?
Upset because I sold the package myself?
Yes. Does the other wish to make a purchase?
Oh.
Have it your way.
Yeah, I'll just go along with that. Whatever. I guess I'll buy things from him. It'd be more convincing if he refused to sell to me after that. Oh well.
The managers warned us about you, Spectre.
Oh, they're all gonna say the same thing. Just gonna do a quick zigzag across this area. I believe they changed the layout of this section from the original. It feels a bit more open. I think in the original they use more walls to sort of block line of sight for rendering and frame rate purposes. The elevator does not work. Nice, I wish I got into them that soon. Yeah, what was your first RPG, Korak? Oh, we're going to the club or the lounge or whatever. Yeah, nice. Club music. Here we go. Some dancing, some drinking.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
Who there? Arlene Callis.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
Strange people skulking in corners have gotten me in trouble before.
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
That's it? Dude, 500 credits comes out of my ass when I fart now. What's your problem? Mass Effect. Mass Effect was your first RPG? After that, I was craving for more of these RPG type games, so started playing Dragon Age Origins. Oh, nice. That's a classic. Dragon's Dogma. Skyrim. Okay. 500 credits comes out of my ass when I fart. Clipped. Oh, nice. Thanks, Derek. It's true. What kind of... What is this? 500... Okay, I'll do it.
Interesting plan. I'm in.
Excellent. Here's the cracking device.
I'm such a beggar
You will know
still.
it is done when it beeps. I've assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services. I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
I quit.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
We're gonna do a little bit of a LA Noir style interrogation. No, it's not gonna be that in depth. But here's Lorik Quinn.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keene? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
Spectre? Me?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Systems Alliance Navy.
It's too late for cover-ups, Commander. Your picture has been sent to every employee. They've been warned that speaking to you is grounds for termination. Lorik Keene. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights Office.
Taking a 3-martini lunch?
You mean my loitering here? If only it were mere indolence. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
Oh, I've been lurking and have you in my earbud, but that's gold. Oh, hey, thanks to the lurk, Skinny. I appreciate the, yeah, having me in your earbud while you're doing your thing. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm in your ear. What do you want?
Skip to the part where you tell me what you want and what you'll give me for it.
Put bluntly, the administrator demands rent kickbacks from the companies on Noveria. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Gonna be more than 500.
Why didn't Analaeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Sounds good.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
Oh, I'm ready for some violence. Been doing too much talking.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent.
I love how I
Here's my
justify
pass
it
into
to
our
myself.
offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
No promises. No promises.
What
There's
sort of
oh, this is Vargas. We'll talk to
I don't
Vargas.
think I'm supposed
There we
to
go.
mention numbers. They don't write them down on
Do a save because I might screw it up. And just reload.
Ah, sure. The
All right.
company takes care of its own.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
It's customary to perform minor genetic upgrades upon enlistment. I've been assigned to see what BH has to offer.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
That's relevant.
Mr. Vargas, I'm here to talk business with you. If you'd rather speculate on politics, I can visit another Gen Eng firm.
You have my full attention, Shepard. I'm merely getting a handle on my negotiating position. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in CG muscle degeneracy.
I just saw something really stupid. Not good enough.
Mars Gene's clotting enhancement improves speed by 16%.
Ah, I see you've done some research. That's their official claim. However, we believe they cherry-picked their sample to show optimum results. The numbers we provide are strict mathematical averages. I can get you those improvements for 30K credits
rubbing
per
his
head.
neck.
For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package. Guaranteed 20/15 vision and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
Don't rip me off.
That's the commercial price for individual purchasers. I'm offering you millions of jobs, Mr. Vargas. That's worth more than some stock sensory upgrades.
I'll give you a cautious probably. There is a standard discount for bulk orders, but I can't authorize that. I can push it upstairs. I'm sure someone will get back to you on it. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Novaria. Some not entirely.
Oh, rub that neck again.
I wear a lot of hats, Mr. Vargas. Some days I shut down criminals, some days I defuse nukes. Some days I like to enjoy private vices. You understand me?
I suppose. My apologies. Your manner is rather informal for a business meeting.
I'm being paged.
Sounds like my crew needs me for something. I'll be in touch.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to doing business with the city.
Did I do good? I don't know if I succeeded or not. Glad your audio issues have been resolved, by the way. Oh, thank you, Korag. Yeah, it's a huge relief. I uninstalled the pesky Windows updates. They are already attempting to reinstall them for me. So the next time I reboot, I think I'm gonna get the same updates back. So I need to uninstall them again and tell Windows to cut it out, right? At least for a little while.
Any results?
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
More.
I could easily call Mr. Vargas and tell him what I just did.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750. Good day, Spectre.
Wait, I was gonna pump you for even more credits. Right? Like, I was trying to hit, like, at least 1,000 here, but... Come on. Well, you know, it's a last-gen game, you know. They don't have the memory to, you know... let me do that. Shame, really. Wow. Big old empty space. I say the music in this club is very repetitive. Upstairs. Oh, I thought these were stairs. My bad. Oh, here, there's stairs.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Novaria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time from the Traverse. Did you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here with synthetic insects. The manager, Laura Key, got caught with his toes wet.
Oh yeah, eavesdropping this guy. What a name.
No, that's the administrator. The Hanshin administrator. Now, think about it. A Turian wouldn't risk getting his office closed. They don't compromise their team. That's real complete. I think the administrator is using this Keen fellow to draw flies from his own clutch. Of course I could look it up myself. But do you think I'm likely to get any unfiltered data through Novaria's own network? That, and it would take forever for any out-system search results to get back here. Thank you, Elder Brother. I have to go. Yes. I'll speak to you soon.
Word. Indeed. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Man, this game lit. Serpent Slayer, it's so lit. And, you know, just gonna get better. With Mass Effect 2. The litness goes up like 100-fold, I would say. Yes, that's a word. Litness. This one's a little tough. There we go. Security logs, unauthorized transmission. Not sure if you will receive this, Doctor, but it is imperative you make your way to the safe location. Your history with our organization has been leaked. Your base in the Newton system is no longer secure. I repeat, make your way to the safe location immediately. Again here. Come on. There we go. Good shot. Ooh, I disabled their security? I had no idea I was gonna do that. My cardio still sucks. The litness. Does this pass the litness test? For this one for sure. Mass Effect 1 just makes it. Mass Effect 2 just blows the litness test out of the water into the stratosphere. Mass Effect 3 also, I think. Oh yeah. Mass Effect 3 passes the litness test for sure. Yeah, the level design sometimes in Mass Effect 1 is a little bunk. Like, big empty spaces for no reason. Rooms for the sake of having rooms, you know? Oh shit. Music cut so abruptly. Alright, journal. Take the elevator on the lower plaza level to its authentic insights. Once inside, find Lorik's computer and download the files. We're definitely going to get into armed conflict in that mission. I don't think I can even do this until I get the pass for Lorik. I mean the data, and then he's going to give me the pass. And yeah, this is like... It's all like linked, right? So basically I have to do this one first. Lower level elevator. Run. Like that's the garage. Oh, elevator? Or is it in the same basic? Here I am. Elevator to hotel. Oh, there we are. There we go. So it's in the same-ish area. There we go. Finally, some action. I'm not even finding Mass Effect 1 boring or slow like most other people say. That means Mass Effect 2 must be insanely lit. Yeah, Mass Effect 2, how should I say this? I'm trying to think of other franchises that have the same trajectory. Oh. Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is just a huge leap forward, in my opinion. Less of an RPG, Serpent. So if you really enjoy the gearing and how you level up your character and your teammates when you gain levels, you're gonna miss out on that. That's probably something you're not gonna like in Mass Effect 2 because that stuff is a lot more streamlined and simplified. But the feel of the combat is just like 50 times better in Mass Effect 2.
Freeze!
Oh, here we go.
Hanshan Security, this office is sealed.
Or what?
What'll you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Laura Keene is under investigation.
I can just bully my way through, eh?
Analeas is paying you to shake this place down. That makes you a criminal. I can kill criminals.
You're bluffing.
When the wager is one's life, is calling the bluff really so wise?
He ain't paying me enough to take on Spectres or Alliance troops or whatever. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Smart woman. Oh shit. We still gotta fight? What is this shit? Okay, well, at least we get some action. Okay, we are gonna do a little, what do we do to you now, boy? Overload. A little overload action. A little toss. Easy pickings. Here, this side room. Easy. Security report to the attention of Administrator Analeas. A man named Garoth is looking for information on the whereabouts of one of our freighters. He believes his brother's ship may have been attacked by privateers while traveling through the Strenuous system. Investigation pending. You currently have 250 items. You are nearing the 300 item limit. Oh, I didn't even know there's a limit. You'll be forced to salvage any new items you find once you reach this limit. Sell or salvage some items at your earliest convenience to avoid reaching this limit. Oh, damn. I wonder if the Hanar can, I think he can. I can sell shit to that guy. I can still do it, even though I pissed him off. Yes, yes, yes. Keep finding loot. The sound of the fountain is very soothing. Near the limit. I think it's a limit. That means Mass Effect 2 must be insanely lit. I've heard it's lighted. I'll leave now. No, don't go, Skinny. We need more dad jokes. I'm all for the dad jokes. But Mass Effect 1 got a little more repetitive rooms. Switching over to iPad. Be right back. Okay, sounds good, Derek. I didn't know the overrides were different on PC versus console. Oh yeah, I was so surprised. Right? The mini game is so much easier on a console, the Simon Says style, right? On console, you just push the buttons exactly. I was so thrown off my game when I when I was trying to decrypt something for the first time. I was like, "What the hell is this, man?" Oh, look what we got here. Everyone, armor up. You know, I gotta change my AI. Use that a bit. Oh, she's already like shield down here. Well, she went up all the way to the top. You almost like hit the ceiling there. I like it. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. Gameplay. And squad power usage, we can say a defensive. So I don't always have to tell them to put their shield boost on or their barriers. think that's better. And it's not like the second game where when you use a power, it puts everything else on cooldown as well. Everything has their independent cooldown, so feel like let me just investigate this thing. Yeah, Serpent, I know what you mean about the repetitive rooms. Everything is so much more cookie cutter in terms of level design in Mass Effect 1. Very, yeah. Thread that needle. Hey, Joe. Lord Keen's computer. There we go. Yeah, it's a good thing I came into this office. Maybe save. Oh, here we go. Remember her? Ira?
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
Like looking over at Rex, like, hey, I'm the one that talks tough. You just stand back and look pretty.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk after I break your legs.
Hit him with the singularity. Whoa. I thought he said the singularity. Oh. Oh, here we go. My shielding's good. Put you on overkill here and give this guy a lift. And oh shoot, what the hell was that? Ooh, who exploded me? That was unexpected. Alright, let's do that again. I had that one in the bag and I just blew up. Wait, what? Okay.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Annaleus would throw
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
If you want to fight.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk after I break your legs.
Oh, somebody has like a special weapon or something. This time, the Ira, please hit him with the singularity right off the top.
Regroup!
Oh, perfect. Lift. He's shielded up. Here. Warp. There we go. Lift them up from this. more to go. Whoa, whoa, that's a little funky. Oh. Yeah, they hit me with the RPG. Didn't even realize they had. Last time, I mean. Alright. Okay. Keep warning me. Metagel. I don't even need to use Metagel yet. So there's nowhere else to go on this level. And I believe I already went in all these. Yeah. Yeah, we did, yeah. Man, I need a 144 hertz monitor for my Xbox. This stream looking smooth as freak. Oh, I'm glad you noticed, man. Oh shit, it's fucking up here. It's kind of glitchy. Look at this. Does this happen to you sometimes, Serpent? Where the camera gets locked, and Shepard starts moving in like a funky way. But it's kind of normalizing now. Yeah, I'm glad you noticed the smoothness of the stream. But the fact that it's smooth for you is probably more. It's more a product of maybe like my connection to Twitch or something. No, just a solid no. Showing to the point, right?
Spectre, right?
Who's asking?
Don't worry. I'm not out to put a slug in your head. I used to be in military tech. Except for my eco's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
Oh, I can make a deal with them about leaving the station too.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Polish enough gizzard. Is that a euphemism for like... Is that what I think it sounds like? Look, I'm a Spectre. I don't do that kind of stuff. That I draw the line there. I don't polish anyone's gizzard.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
He's basically there just to tell players. Oh.
Commander, there have
How
been
did you
reports
find
of
me?
noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
I'm entirely innocent.
Of course not. Why would I?
Don't play me, Shepard. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can polish your own gizzard. Done and done, Derek. How do you think I get so relaxed before my streams? No, I'm just kidding. This is very into TMI territory here. Twitch cops are gonna come after me now. Bro. Bro. Look, I was just finishing what you started there, Mr. Derek. We didn't say anything wrong. We were just reciting what the game was telling us, right? Gizzards. Everyone knows what gizzards are. Okay, so what should I do, guys? Should I go straight to Lord Keane, or should I talk to the executive assistant lady? I guess I should at least hear her out before I complete the quest, right? So I guess the bar's upstairs, right? Chat it up. Cool. No, the bar is not up here. Where the frick's the bar? Or I just need to look for her, I just walked right past her.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Ooh, undercover.
I don't have time for pleasantries.
Act natural. You want to blow my cover? You're meeting a beautiful woman for drinks. Smile and laugh. Pretend we're flirting. The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keane to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
Oh my goodness.
He's a crook, not a moron.
Polish her gizzard, if you will.
He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keane's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
I think gizzard is taking on like the same status as like the word morb. Like it just means everything and nothing at this point. Derek the Menace. Yeah, listen to her.
Why don't you ask Keane directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That
Just
he'd
so
meet me in some dark alley with
me.
his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
If your executive board loses a few million credits, it's not my problem. I have my own mission.
Yes, fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is. You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Ooh.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Yeah, Derek, if Diana Parasini here has a gizzard polish, I'm not quite sure I'm interested in having relations with her.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keane to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Right. I think I even did this. I took this path, I think, the last time. Possibly. Lol, nothing wrong with experimenting. I just want to know who in this relationship wears the gizzard pants, right? Amy.
Keane is offering to pay me. Can you?
I can produce a copy of Ananias' pass for you. I can't move large sums of money without someone noticing.
Oh. What do you think, guys? Should I just take her up on her offer, or should I just be a man of my word and go back to Lord Keane, the Turian?
I'll consider it and get back to you.
If you have
Take the
any
offer?
love for the law, you'll talk to Keen for me. Don't disappoint me.
Derek?
You know where I work.
Derek,
Come
I
talk
think
to me
you're
when
just
you
sweet
change your
on.
mind.
I think you're just sweet on Gianna here. Oh, she left now. I thought she would just stay standing here. I have to like go find her in the office now. Oh shoot, I screwed that up. Oops. Jen wants you to persuade Lorik to give his evidence to her and testify against Annalise. Oh, okay, I still end up talking to Lorik. I just have to convince him. Okay, I got it. So not all is lost. Very nice.
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They'd only write them down on thin strip.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Here we go.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Annalise.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
I gotta love it when, you know, you maxed out your charm or your intimidate enough so you can just like do the win button in conversations.
If necessary, yes. Do what I tell you to, or Annalise will find what he's looking for.
It is good to have all our cards on the table. I regret that you have a better hand. Very well, I will testify.
That was easy. Ooh, look at all those
Make
renegade
whatever
points.
arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Juicy renegade points. Can I still rub it in?
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
This guy is so dry. I love it. Okay, we're gonna go and find Arsini again. What did I find her? Did I go back to her office, I guess? There, Annalise's office. More walking to and fro. It shouldn't take too long. Korag, I forgot to ask, but what are you up to this weekend? You've already gone to Costco. So check that off your list. Lucky you. Korag's in the future. He's already in the weekend. Yeah, he's 8 hours ahead, right? He's on the good old BST. British summertime. I think we might get into a little kerfuffle here. Possibly.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there.
Nice.
I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
You look great.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
That was a quick arrest. This bitch. Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. It's kind of shocking. Up until now, I don't think they've thrown around the B word at all in this game. Not that I can remember. Oh, I messed it. Oh, shit. Almost fucked up the easy decryption. I gotta visit the Hanar. Offload some junk. I'm pretty much settled in like what I have equipped. I mean, there's almost no point in keeping anything below a certain level. I think I'm up to like level 6, 7, and 8 here. So anything below level 6, I think I can perf. I'll save after. Oh, I leveled up actually. Let me level up first. Stasis, advanced stasis, that's good. And I maxed out for now. Maybe put more. I'll put more into my lift actually. My lift up. Barrier. More barrier for a barrier for Rex and going into. We're good. Take all. I might have a new amp. Oh, look at this shit. Look at this. Cooldown is just slightly worse, but overall. Generally, the cooldown is better. Oh wait, I think I equipped the wrong thing. This is what I wanted. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, I have the Savant here. Oh, this. Holy crap! This just blows this out of the water. Okay. I think I've equipped the best in slot. And for the Omni tool, I think I got best in slot already. Liara, she has a pretty good armor. Deanna's warning. Deanna warned you that there has been an accident. And yeah, we're gonna head there pretty soon.
What if Inamorda saw this one speaking to you?
I'd imagine aliens having more elaborate curse words, but nah, just a straight earthly bitch. It's a very universal word. Like, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'm here as a customer.
Very well. This one will need the credits.
Okay, yep, get into some selling. Okay, let's start. I feel like if we can start from the bottom. I wish there was a quick scroll. If we start from the bottom, actually no, that way. Look at all the extra items I have here. Yeah, let's just start from the top and work our way down. I'll try to be quick about this. Shotgun. No one on my team is really using shotguns, so I'll just keep one of the strongest they have. Oh, I assume this one's the best. I'll sell this one. I'll save the sniper rifle for Garrus and it's like put him back on the squad. Pistol. I think I'll hang on to this one. I need to equip this one. Okay, I'll keep all these for now. Sniper rifle, I'll sell this one. I have so many copies of this finisher. I keep one copy of this Volkov. Now I'll sell this. Armor upgrades. 2 copies should be enough for this one. 2 of those. 2 of the exoskeleton 7. Buffer, keep 2 of those. 2, got 2 of these. Field modulator. Armageddon. Okay, this was a lower version of the other shotgun. I think so. Sell it, sell it, sell it. Around. Sell. 2 of those. And sell 1 of those polonium rounds. Shredder rounds. I don't know if I need 3 should be enough if I confirm. Tungsten rounds, 2. Okay, so sniper rifle, just sell all these rifles. Heavy armor, I cannot equip heavy armor. And I don't have any other humans on my squad, so I'm gonna sell some off. Assault rifles, I'm gonna sell them all. I think Rex has the best one. Sell all these shotgun. Yeah, we're going into the lower end stuff. Or stuff that's just like straight up redundant. Look at all the money I have now. The economy is just whack. That's Factor 1. They just give you so much stuff and you have no need for it. I don't use medium armor either, so. Well, that was a Turian armor, wasn't it? But I think Garrus is good for armor. Yeah. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell. Sell. Oh. The fire sale. God. Amps? I feel like keeping. Man, these amps are probably just like. I think these are like super crap ones. This one I can sell. Oh. One. I just keep one copy of these. I can all sell. Level 6. Sell all the level stuff. Just rolling in dough. Oh yeah, tungsten rounds is like too low of a level. Sniper rifles, no. Heavy armor, don't wear it. No. Oh, he's using shotgun. These are low end stuff for sure now. Low end weapon. Crappy pistols, sell it all. Crappy Omni tool. Yeah. Crappy made upgrades. Crappy biotic amp. Crappy biotic amp. Crappy armor upgrades. I'll keep one combat scanner. I'm not sure if I have a higher level combat. Other thing. Crowd rounds, I'll just sell all these. Look, oh my god, the scroll bar is only like not even halfway. I think I've done enough selling for now. I'm just gonna stop there. This is like been a solid 5 minutes of just like selling stuff. Not more. Back to the action, right? I'm rich, bitch. That was that Dave Chappelle? Seem to remember as a Dave Chappelle bit. Excuse me. Not gonna polish your gizzard.
Access to the garage is restricted.
You sound so nervous.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Yes, that's genuine. Go. Oh, we get attacked. Son of a beat.
So that's what the Asari had in the crates.
You get your barrier up, buddy, and you do your singularity, please. Oh, nice. Hit him with some warp action. You can, oh, shit. Easy. Oh, they killed him. Amazing.
Where are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Where'd you come from? Wow, the guy who was bum rushing us, I thought he would smoke me.
What did you do here, Commander?
Only what I had to. I didn't ask the Geth to attack.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
The Asari bitch came with a bunch of cargo. They were probably packed in those.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
Yeah, man, it's like after Analea said bitch, it's like the floodgates are open now. Everyone's just dropping the B word. Classic Chappelle show. That was his outro tagline. I'm rich, bitch. It really is universal. We all understand the language of bitch, regardless of which galaxy you come from.
We may be seeing a lot more of these things in the coming months.
For 3 centuries, everyone has said the Geth don't come out of the Veil. What is happening out there? I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Loose Geth. Interesting choice of words. Get a little nervous when there's still explosives lying around. Explodable things. I want to head up this. Is there anything up here? A whole lot of nothing. Upgrade kit. I will sell those later, I think. Pass all the explosives. Fuel tank. Is this something you're supposed to shoot? Big damage. I guess nothing else. Here's the my ride. You guys ready for another fun Mako sequence? Hear the enthusiasm in my voice. I could use some of this nippiness right now. And chill factor go on. It'll get hot again today. Oh, it's like we're just driving up to Cyprus to hit the slopes or something. Just like that. Scenic, relaxing. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh shit. Did I run him over? Yeah, I ran him over. Nope. Work on my driving skills here. Oh, so many guys to kill. Oh, I totally missed. Ooh. That. Ooh. And he went flying. Smoldering. We got more of these Geth armatures. Here. I just found out today that the rolling up to Cyprus and my giant bouncy attack vehicle. I just found out today that the Mako can boost horizontally and can also fire missiles. Oh, you didn't know it could fire missiles? Serpent? Yeah, man, those missiles are a lifesaver. Okay, welcome back, Skinny. LFG. These Geth sons of bees. I just thought it had the turret. Oh no. You can do a lot of erasing pesky enemies off the battlefield with the RPG. Oh yeah, well at least you found out about it before you finished the game or something, Sit down. Is that it? These are things that I open. Go. This is like a average difficulty one. That's pretty easy. Easy, yeah. That's super easy, man. Okay. The more you know, right? The more you know. It's cool when you're playing a game and you're like, 20 hours in, you're still learning stuff about it. I do enjoy that feeling. And, true, sometimes it's due to, the game being designed poorly. Like, they didn't put in the right tutorials. Think about that. Other times just because, there's a lot of depth in the game. But a lot of systems. Oh, I just assuming bad. Oh, look at that splash damage. Love it. Stay down, please. I think I died. Get this boost straight away. The driving game. Do some Tokyo drifting. Pardon me, itchy neck. Ooh, look. There she is. Peak 15. I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Also, what does the level 1 hazard mean? I noticed when you leave the Mako, some kind of bar under level 1 hazard starts to fill up. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I think it depends on like what planet you're on and what kind of atmosphere and just like ecosystem. You may have noticed that when you do side quests and you land on certain planets, there may be like poison. They'll warn you about poison or something. But I find it doesn't really have that much bearing on like the gameplay. I was on another planet many hours ago where the Mako started to just light up on fire constantly, and I had to keep repairing the Mako. So it just had a very high, very hot atmosphere. But I think it's just referring to that kind of stuff. But otherwise, it doesn't really have a huge bearing on gameplay, to be honest. Oh shit. Oh, you're up there. Oh, I'm gonna fall. That would suck. I had that saved the entire time. Speaking of which, I should just do a quick savey save, right? I'll just take the hit, whatever. Yeah, I got the shields. Yeah, this part's a bit of a gauntlet. Get me there already. Here we go. One last. We're here. We made it. Yeah, collectibles. Yeah. Oh shit. It's stuck in my car for a second. No, no. Oh, good autosave for me. Thank you. Oh, shit. Yeah, I turned the AI to defensive powers, but they're not firing off their defenses quite as quickly as they should be. So I still have to do it for them. It's kind of lame. Idea. What's going on? Oh, he did his immunity. Okay, that's good. These are drones. Gotcha. Okay, this guy. You should take him out. And I'm gonna do a sabotage on him. Stops firing his gun. And Rex will go into overkill mode. Nice. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Overload on this drone. Teamwork. Okay, let's get rid of this drone. Oh, it's not a drone. It's okay, so warp him. Oh, he's Russian. That lost his ass. Where do you think you're going? Oh shit. He's got a bunch of armor. Hungry.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We will need to get the reactors back online.
Okay. Find a nice thing. Oh, just made it. Run, run, run. Sledgehammer rounds. I am so sorry. Okay. Synthetics. Cool. Rail extension. Is that my best rail extension upgrade? No, I have a better one. Cool. And kinetic stabilizers. Yeah, I totally have it. Yeah, time to do some long overdue upgrades on my gear. Come on, you little Frogger icon. There you go. You called him a Frogger icon. Oh, you talk about the hacking, the decryption. Gotcha. Tungsten rounds. You got the level 6. I believe I had their level, right? Yeah. 7 right here, boyos. So, wait a second. Yeah. Tungsten. Recoil damper. Oh, I haven't found a lot of recoil dampers for whatever reason. Scram rail. Oh, we could give her scram rail maybe. Plus 29% damage. Oh, I see. I'll try to scram rail. And connect stabilizer. Come on. And how about you, Rex? Still got the best assault rifle. Tungsten. That's one. Stabilizer. There. Rail extension. AG. Oh.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Oh, let's go. Powers decryption. Let's. There we go. More shotguns I'm never gonna use. So much loot. So much like merchant fodder. Hey yo. Facing the wrong way. Okay, another big fight. Gosh. No, you're not defending yourself, yeah. Well. Oh, he died quick. Easy peasy. Uh-oh.
What was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
Wow, how chivalrous, Rex. Ah. The Rachni Queen. Oh shit. Buggers. You guys better armor up a bit. Oh shit! Oh shit! Use a singularity. Oh, not overload. Wrong thing. I could. My way. Go into my way. Okay, warp. Warp, please. Oh, dead now. You're stepping on Tiara. The one more enemy. Oh. I can use Unity. Save time.
What were those?
Damned if I know, but someone on this mountain does.
Alright. Find a nice stopping point. Right here. Soonish. Believe we get attacked. Yes, I knew it. Up. Oh, oops. I should have actually used Metagel before picking that up. My bad. Liara took some damage when she got knocked out. Alright. What is in this next little section? I have a feeling we're decently close to the shooting gallery.
Shepard, that is a backup power system for the station mainframe.
So whack it and turn this thing on.
A little puzzle section. And then, yeah, I think there's still ways before I get to the end boss of this level, of this mission. And it's getting kind of late. I'm at time basically. So, fortunately, I will shut her down here. Time flies as usual. I remember the puzzle on this mission. Yeah, I vaguely remember it. I don't think it's too bad, Serpent. It's not as bad as the puzzle that you have to do on Pharaohs. I won't say anything about that because spoilers, but yeah, that one was kind of weird. This one I think makes a bit more sense than the other one. Let me just finish the rest of my water. Alright, well, I managed to get through an entire 2-hour stream. No sound issues. Fantastic. I hope the sound or the lack of sound problems keeps up into next week. It's going to be a bit of a stretch until my next stream. So, new schedule again is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 9 p.m. So, yeah, I mean, there's other things I can play. I kind of want to just pick up in this mission exactly where I left off here on Wednesday night, next Wednesday. So, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of other games to play in the meantime. So it's a good excuse for me to put some variety back into my gaming diet. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone for hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Yes, join a Discord, Serpent. Yeah, Serpent, if you're into Discord, joining Discords of streamers that you enjoy watching, we would love to have you on Night Owls and Netrunners. No sound issues, that's right, Derek. Polish your gizzard to celebrate. Oh my goodness. Maybe we should clip that part too. all that gizzard talk might make for good viewing. Might make for a good clippage. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Yeah, have some fun this weekend. Take care. Get some rest. Derek, I'll be looking out for your stream this weekend, of course. And I just want to thank you and everyone else, Korag, Skinny, Serpent, Skatepunk, all y'all. I hope I didn't miss anyone. But thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. More Mass Effect next week. I'll see you guys in your streams. Keep plugging away. Keep having fun on your streams and doing your thing. And shall we do a quick raid? I want to get into the habit of just like raiding as much as I can, as long as there's like one living, breathing person in the stream with me at the end of the stream. Then I definitely want to try and do a raid. I find that I'm underrating networking, right? So, and there's a lot of people streaming on Friday nights usually. So I say networking, but why don't we just raid somebody that we all know? We all know and love. How about we raid Queen House of Horror, shall we? Do it. Ready? Yeah, I'm just giving her stream the good old preview so I get past the ad roll. Feel free to use the raid greeting if it's not too capsy and repetitive. Or use a portion of it. And let me get this sucker queued up. Yeah, Queen House of Horror is playing Dead by Daylight. The perennial Twitch favorite. I gotta learn to understand that game when I watch people's streams. It's straightforward enough, I think. Like from the monsters side, it's definitely straightforward enough. There we go. Queen House of Horror. Gotcha. So, yep, let's head on over there. Let us capsy repetitive her. Yes, indeed. Maybe we'll mention gizzards. Maybe not. It might be inappropriate. And it'll be very confusing. So, yeah, thanks once again. See you guys in Queen House of Horror stream, and take care. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye.